first time I was confident enough to talk about my periods over a cup of tea was about 3 years ago. It finally dawned on me that periods are actually supposed to be a beautiful thing. I had had a horrible experience. When I started my periods, they seemed innocent and I was excited. Now I was a woman. But somewhere when I was about 15, hell broke loose. That's the only way I can describe it. I went from having bearable periods to having excruciating pain. But I couldn't really talk about it because you don't really talk about period pain. And when I talk to other women, they'd say, every woman has painful periods. And I'm like, but should be a bit different. And I'm not every woman. But I was made to believe that I should suck it up and get over it. So I took some painkillers, but they never really helped. The first time I bought pads for myself as a preteen, the shopkeeper wrapped them in newspaper. And for me, it was such a big sign because what he was saying was that periods should be kept under wraps. So I wasn't really able to talk to anyone about my period pain. I just kept quiet, and it was shameful. When my periods would soil my beddings and my clothes, I just had to keep quiet and try to figure it out. But I got to a place that the pain was disrupting my life. I could not do the things that I wanted to do. My dreams were hung on the side because I desperately wanted to leave my bed and go and conquer the world, but the pain wouldn't let me. And when I was about 19, I was diagnosed with endometriosis. Endometriosis is a condition where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus is found outside the uterus cavity. My symptoms that I had overlooked over the years were heavy periods, blood even during and out of my cycle, like when I was ovulating as well, irritable bowel syndrome and constipation, back aches from a pit, headaches as well, and the clots. Nothing prepared me for the clots. The clots were like chunks. It felt like I was losing chunks of my uterus every month. But I had to keep quiet because I knew that a gynecologist wasn't easy to come by. It was for grown-ups. So here I was as a teenager wondering where to go from here. So I kept quiet until the silence began to tear me apart. By the time I was actually getting a diagnosis, I was broken. I had become a different woman. I didn't know that 1 in 10 women suffer from endometriosis. I can say that endometriosis cost me some of my most productive years of my youth. I struggled with the pain, and it just wasn't the pain, because it's more than just the pain. It's a physical battle and people doubting that you're actually in pain, and also what it does to you emotionally and psychologically, because you even begin to doubt yourself. People used to tell me it's all in your head, but I wondered how the pain in my head was now manifesting in my abdomen. And the endo belly, I'd look like 4 months pregnant as a teenager. I'd go from flat stomach to I can't wear my trousers. I had to wear dresses. I had a wardrobe for periods and a wardrobe when I'm not on my period. But it made me realize that every woman should talk about her periods. We need to get to a place as a society where we embrace the conversation around periods, because period pain is not normal. Abnormal periods should be discussed. We need to tell our girls that pain is not normal, that if your periods are too heavy, if they last longer than 7 days, 5 to 7 days, please see your doctor. And I'd love for every mom and every auntie, every sister to sit their loved ones down and say, please tell me how your period has been. We've done the first half of the year and our girls are home for the holidays. And we need to sit down with them and say, please tell me how it has been, because you'll realize they've probably been suffering in silence. And we've just been telling them, take Panadol, but we don't know if it is a problem bigger than Panadol. So I encourage you, as your girls are home, please talk to them. Ask them, how long do your periods last? How do you feel when you're on your periods? What color is your period blood? How is the pain during your periods? And just encourage them to also be aware that periods are beautiful and are not a curse. I'd love to hear from you, so please drop me a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.